Yo, what's going on YouTube? My name's Saiko, and today we are here with something a little bit different. As you guys can sort of see, this is not a gameplay video of any sorts. This is not actually a vlog either. This is not a rant video. This is not a story video. But I guess this is more of what I would like to call a Sunday Speaks, or Speaking Sundays. I don't really know what I'm gonna name this series, but as a lot of you kind of noticed, I don't really upload on Sundays. So I'm taking this opportunity to use my Sundays towards something that's a little bit different that some people may do, some people might not do. Anyways, this is pretty much gonna be my version of Talk to May, but instead of Talk to May, it's gonna be just talk throughout the entire year, or I guess talk throughout every Sunday. What inspired me to do this was actually a YouTuber who goes by the name of Shady Penguin. You people may have heard of him, you people may have not heard of him, but he's pretty much this YouTuber who does Pokemon content, Yu-Gi-Oh content. He did do Dokkan content until he realized how much he was spending on it while he was doing his taxes and stuff like that. But yeah, he sort of inspired me with this thing called Talk to May that he's doing, where he's uploading every day in May, just talking about a certain subject. And I thought about, like, hey, I don't really do anything on Sundays anyways, so why not do something with my Sundays, or why not upload something on Sundays that's sort of like this, I guess you could say, where pretty much I'm going to be talking about a specific subject, whether it's how my week was, or time management, or like a certain topic that you people actually want to suggest. So if you guys have any sort of suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. I would appreciate like having to talk with them. I do know that I have been missing the 100 subscriber Q&A that I did promise like a month ago. I do have that recorded, I just haven't been able to edit it because of how busy I am. But anyways, the topic of this video today, for those of you who are wondering, is not time management, but how I spend my days off. So for those of you who don't know, I actually am a college student right now. I am taking 13 units, credits, whatever the heck you want to call it, which is considered a full-time student, or at least I was. I can't say I am anymore because I dropped one of my classes, so now I'm taking 8, which is only part-time, and I only go to school Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now. But that's besides the point. Pretty much, what do I do with my days off? And I actually want to ask this to you guys as well. What do you guys do with your days off? Like, whether it's a day off from school, a holiday, vacation. Like, what do you like to do when you don't have any sort of obligation, such as school or work, to really care about? I don't work, so pretty much my off days are about 24-hour days. Well, not really 24-hour days, because I do have like 7 hours of sleep that I do get. So 24 minus 7 is, I believe, 17. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Sorry, I pulled up a calculator right here. That's very unprofessional. Yeah, so like I have about like 17 hours in the day. And actually today is my off day. This is the day that I'm recording it. It's a Thursday. But what do I pretty much do on my off days? Usually I wake up, because I do have 2 younger siblings. I wake up around 7 a.m. in the morning to help my mom prep them for school, because my parents are pretty busy with having to set up to go to work, like getting dressed to get work. So I help them with that. So my day starts up waking up at 7, and then I bring them to school, which I bring them to school around like 8:15, depending if they're late or early or not, or whatever. And pretty much I get home. Both of my parents leave around 9 o'clock, so the moment I get home at like 8:15ish, I would say, I go back to sleep for about an hour, and I wake up at 9. So they're most likely gone. They're usually out the door by 8:30 or 9. Sometimes if they're really late, which I really don't like them to be late, because I mean, I'd like to see my parents at least throughout, like at the end of the day, and not like when I'm isolated by myself. Pretty much what I do is I take my nap, I wake up at 9, and I do have a dog who is barking outside. I don't know if you guys can hear him right now, but he was barking earlier. I'm not sure if he's going to continue barking, but I walk my dog, so that's about like 10-15 minutes. So about like 9:15, I get back in my house after everything's done, and I'm pretty much all by myself. I usually feed my bunny. For those of you who don't know, I do have a bunny. I feed my bunny, which only takes about like 2 minutes, because I gotta like pour him some pellets, give him some vegetables, and give him his vitamins, and that's pretty much it. So now we get on to what I do once every obligation or every priority that I have to do in the morning is pretty much done. So let's say it's about, well, right now it's about like, it's 10 o'clock when I'm recording, 10 a.m. when I'm recording this. So let's just say like when it's 9:30, pretty much what I do when all of that's done is I usually like to record on my off days. Usually specifically on Tuesdays because I have Tuesday and Thursday off on my as my off days along with the weekends. But pretty much what I like to do is, since I kind of sleep late at night always, like usually around like 11, 12, maybe 1, maybe 3 a.m. sometimes, and I still wake up at 7 because I'm that disciplined, honestly. What I like to do is I like to go ahead and take another nap, which I know I'm like killing the hours in the day. But sorry, I'm just looking at my bed right there. I'm killing the hours in the day. It's been 5 minutes. Okay, sorry, just random ADHD. I like to kill the hours in the day and pretty much do that. So usually, but to be honest with you, sometimes my naps last until 2 when I have to pick up my siblings, or they last until 11. So pretty much I get about like an hour and 30 of sleep more, which I mean, any sort of sleep helps in this day and age. And pretty much what I'll do is I'll wake up at, let's say, 10:30, 11, and then I have about 12, 1, 2. I have about like 3 hours left before I have to go pick up my siblings. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably like just play 2K, because 2K, for those of you who don't know, NBA 2K, it's 24 minutes, so it's half the time of an actual game. But usually what I like to do is I like to simulate teams that I like to build and stuff like that. So I do a lot of team building, stuff like that, and yeah, pretty much that's about it. I also like to just communicate with my friends, because I do a lot of volunteer work outside, which also does contribute to what I do on my free days. But if I'm not volunteering, pretty much what I do is I usually like to sleep as much as I can, or at least try to get some more amount of sleep. Even right now, probably after this video, I might go take a nap. But usually after that, I'll just do that, play 2K, browse the computer, watch videos. I'll catch up on things that I need to, because with school and all, I fall behind on a lot of things. So that's one thing that these free days that's one thing that these free days do for me, is that I get to catch up on things, whether it's scripting something, which I don't really script anything, but I do write scripts for something else, which you may see in the future. Catching up on videos that I may have missed, catching up on Netflix shows like Daredevil, Arrow, Flash, or I don't really watch anime as much. Oh, catching up on manga, because I do keep up with manga, probably because of the fact that it doesn't take me 30 minutes, like 23 minutes to sit down and watch. I mean, if I did watch anime, yeah, I would use my off days to watch anime, but I mean, you could also do a lot more productive things in your life. Recently, I've been told that, like, hey, maybe I should start going to the gym, so maybe I might be dedicating about 2 to 3 hours a day going to the gym. But yeah, usually, actually, this does continue to after I pick up my siblings, because what happens is when it hits 2 o'clock, I go pick up my siblings, I bring them home, I ask them to do their homework, I get their lunches done, so that way, like all their ice packs and everything is already set for tomorrow. Usually, sometimes I'll do it at night if things come up. But usually what I'll let them do is I'll just let them do their homework, and once they're done with their homework, I usually check on their homework. So it's about like 3 o'clock, 3:30 by the time that this happens, and pretty much what I do is I just let them do whatever the heck they want, whether it's watching on their iPads, playing games, playing outside with their friends. As long as their homework is pretty much done, that's what I like to do, and it gives me a lot more me time, so I'll pretty much play more 2K, or pretty much catch up on more things. Pretty much the trend that you're going to notice is that I catch up on a lot of things. And usually by the time that the night hits, this is actually kind of traditional, whether I'm in school or it's an off day. By the time that the night hits, usually I most likely have caught up on everything. Sometimes I'll do a little research into a lot of topics, like I'll read a lot of sports articles, because for those of you who don't know, I am a journalism major in my school, and that is something that I want to pursue, specifically like in the sports world. Not particularly pertaining to one specific sport. I would like to do baseball and basketball, because those are my 2 favorite sports. I don't really know a lot about football, which, yeah, you can kill me for that. But, yeah, I want to do journalism. So I read up on a lot of articles, Bleacher Report, NBA.com, MLB.com. Pretty much I have the Bleacher Report, MLB, and NBA app. So pretty much I get news articles, I get scores, I get all these things. And sometimes I like to browse shoes, because even though I can't really afford shoes or at least like I don't really buy shoes, although I may start doing that in the future. I do like looking at shoes, specifically like a guy like PJ Tucker, who like he can like he just loves shoes. Like he loves wearing shoes. He like if he buys a shoe, he's most likely gonna wear it to play in it. But yeah, so like I spend a lot of my time looking at articles, reading up on things, doing research, checking box scores, checking stats, checking depth charts, checking like trade rumors, checking out pretty much like what people's predictions are, the media. Although the media can twist a lot of things, I will not lie to you, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people who are watching this video are probably well aware of that. But yeah, pretty much I play games. I like to get a lot of sleep, or at least get as minimal sleep as I can to sort of have my body function, because I only get about like 4 to 7 hours of sleep usually a day, which is I don't really recommend, especially if you're in high school where you have to go every single day and you don't really have an off day unless it's an actual like unless it's an actual holiday or vacation time. But yeah, pretty much what I like to do is I don't even know where the heck I was going with this. Pretty much the way I like to spend my off days is I like to research articles, look at a bunch of stats, like dive into sports stuff, even like read regular news, I guess, just to see what's like going on with the world, and catching up on videos, playing a few video games itself. This doesn't include recording, because recording, maybe I'll get to that on a different day. How I record, how I prep for recording, maybe that'll be the next Sunday topic. I don't really know. But yeah, pretty much the way I spend my days, or my off days, is I like to sleep a little bit, I like to play a few games, I like to do a lot of research into things, I like to catch up on like my shows, whether it's like on Netflix, Hulu, or even on YouTube, stuff like that. And yeah, pretty much, oh, I never included, when I eat, so just real quick, because this video is already about, like, 12 minutes long. By the way, there's no intro to this, so yeah, this pretty much is gonna be, 12 minutes long right now. What I like to do is, usually, because of the fact that I pretty much, like, I have money, usually there's not a lot of things to eat in my house. Usually, I keep saying the word usually, but I typically have, like, cereal, fish sometimes we'll have I do have burgers that I could cook, but I don't really have gas in the grill right now. But pretty much what I like to do, and I don't really recommend this unless you are actually like financially able to do this. I usually like go to McDonald's, or I go to like the local Mexican place down the street, where I could get like a California burrito or a breakfast burrito, or like carne asada fries or something like that. And I'll usually go to like McDonald's, Panda Express. Maybe I'll hit up Starbucks if I need some coffee and I don't really feel like, well, I don't really make my own coffee. I just buy my coffee because it's like $2, and plus they make coffee the way I like it. I like my coffee black, by the way. Just random thought. But yeah, pretty much, to be honest, after this video, because of the fact that it's about to be 10:30 and McDonald's is actually about to open up for lunch, I'm probably just gonna grab some lunch and then pretty much catch up on everything that I have to do, because normally on my off days I do record, but I have 2 off days, and this is the off day where I get everything usually done, or try to get everything done on this off day. But yeah. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for how I spend my off days. Let me know how you spend your off days, whether you're in school, whether every day is an off day for you because you don't work a job, or your job, it has to do with something at home to where it's very flexible, where you can just pretty much walk around your house while you're actually doing your job, or whatever. Just tell me how you spend your off days. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It might be a little bit long, but please bear with it. These video lengths may be long because I will have topic discussions to talk about. If you guys have anything that you do want to suggest me to talk about, leave it down below in the comment section, and I will try to answer it in a video like this every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I already said that. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you guys are interested in stuff like this or the other stuff that's on my channel. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Have yourselves a good day. Bye, guys.